Hello and welcome to Can You Believe It? How are you doing? I'm Fang. I know, I have been missing for a few months now. Many subscribers email me and ask me why I stopped uploading new videos. Thank you once again for your support, really appreciate it. For those who are not aware, I was back to school. I'm a part-time student and while working for a full-time job. So I have no choice but to stop making videos for a few months. I just finished my exam and now I'm back. And today I'm going to tell you why school sucks. If you have watched my previous videos, you will know that my channel is about mysteries around the world. I talk about topics such as time travelers, UFO and alien conspiracy. But why am I talking about school today? School isn't mysterious, or is it? Today I will be sharing a conspiracy theory about school. I was bothered by schoolwork recently to the point that I almost broke down. A schoolmate of mine shared with me his theory which says the modern education is a major conspiracy. After I heard it, my jaw almost dropped on the floor. So this is his theory. Education itself is wonderful, no doubt, but there is something odd about education once it mixes with capitalism, power and greed. And it's getting worse in the recent years. The first point is school takes away our freedom. In the early stage of human civilization, school was formed by learners. A group of people who wished to learn about huntings, they will invite someone who was good at huntings to teach them about huntings. But as human civilization developed, school became a place to make profit. And they are strictly controlled. We can no longer choose what we want to learn. Even we can choose, we are choosing from what the school offers. Even you don't want to learn chemistry, you still must learn chemistry because you don't have the freedom to choose. If you don't pass, you will need to retake the exam until you pass. So who decides what we're going to learn? Is it the government or the group behind the government? So in here, he called them the 20%. It is from the Pareto principle, he said. The Pareto principle says that 80% of the world's resources is controlled by the 20% of the people. And 80% of the people in the world are fighting for the 20% of the resources. The 20% are the rulers of the world. They have the ability to manipulate things like stock markets, the economy, control the media, as well as control the rest of the 80%. The 80% are workers. They follow whatever everyone else does. Don't have a say and powerless to make changes. So are you the 20% or the 80%? The second point is school is brainwashing us. School is brainwashing us by carefully filtering information. We can only learn what the 20% want us to learn. Now my classmate asked me a question. Have you realized that school doesn't teach us things that matter to us the most or critical to our lives and happiness? Some example will be money, life, and love. I nodded my head. He will just randomly mention a few. These are the things that we should care about the most, he said, because they make us happy and give meaning to our lives. Use an example of money. What money really is. School will never teach you about money and how to make money. Money isn't a piece of paper, okay? The paper is only a symbol for money. Money is a tool of the 20%. The reason why school brainwash us by filtering out critical information is because the 20% want the rest of the 80% to remain as the 80%, to remain as worker. We get education to get employed. And that's exactly what the 20% want us to do. Work until we die, without question asked. That's how they maintain their wealth and power. Same for love. School will not teach you the importance of love and how meaningful it is, because if you're chasing love, you will be working less. This is why many people give up spending time with their loved ones, chose to work over time, and yet the money earned barely covers their daily expenses. This is because they have been brainwashed. The school not only decide what we learn, it also make us do the same things over and over again. They make us do the same things, think the same way. This is the part that give me goosebumps. School in the present days have been militarized. If you have served the national service or been in the army, you will know. In the army, we report and go back at a fixed timing. A large group of people eat together, do the same thing together every day, and receive the same information. It trains you to follow rules and instructions. If you made a mistake, you will be punished. School and army camps are shockingly similar, and it becomes so natural for us to follow what everyone else does, without knowing why. The third point is, school is a waste of time. When my classmates say the third point, it doesn't surprise me anymore. Let's face the reality. Going to school does waste a lot of our time, because educational system is wrongly structured. For thousands of years, school hasn't changed much. After Industrial Revolution until Industrial 2.4 with Internet and AI, school is structured the same way as 1000 years ago. My classmate further explained, children is able to learn faster than adults. And that is because the children's brain is meant for learning, adults' brain are meant to perform. So based on the educators with medical background, they believe that children should learn as much new skill and knowledge as possible. Kids should expose to arts and social skills as well. So a better way for children to learn should be learning more rather than learning the same thing over and over again. It's a waste of time to do so much homework when you already know how to do. Instead, take the time to develop more skills. It's proven to be more beneficial. And this is one of the examples how educational system is structured wrongly. As the technology advanced and how we receive information also changed completely. I always remember the days when I spent months trying to memorize the chemical equations and a periodic table. Now I can only remember H plus 2O equal H2O, where we can just Google within seconds. We get whatever information we need. The time I spent remembering the equation are completely wasted. Another research also showed that we use less than 20% of what we learn in school, and more than 50% of the university graduates are not doing the job related to their degrees. If education is to help to get employed, but why is it so inefficient? He further elaborated that around 18 years old, after completing high school or junior college, we are expected to make a major decision on what to do for the rest of our life, which is to choose a degree to study, and the degree will be used to look for jobs. At this age, most of us don't have a working experience, don't know what they want to do. There is an extremely high chance that we will regret our decision and wasted the 4 years in university. After I heard this from my classmate, I felt quite relieved. Because for me, I chose to work full-time and study a part-time degree. And I chose a very generic degree, which is business, because I can't afford to waste 4 years of my life studying for something and realize, oh no, it's not for me. So I studied the most generic degree so I can increase the chance of using what I learned. So we can all solve this problem by entering the workforce before university. If you are interested in finance, find a job in bank. A high school qualification is good enough to do like administrative work. Talk to the professional and experience how it's like working in the industry. If you still like this industry, then make the decision and choose the degree that you want to pursue. If you realize that it's not something that you want to do in the future, go to work in another industry, and this way we can minimize our losses for time and money spent on the wrong decision.